Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at the 2024 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy all-wheel drive. Huge shout out to Keffer Hyundai for providing this vehicle for me today. Check out their website, that link is down in the description. So this Palisade is finished off in Moonlight Cloud. MSRP is just over 53 grand, and this is powered by the 3.8 liter V6 paired to the 8-speed automatic transmission. This pumps out 291 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque. That power is sent through the all-wheel drive system, propelling this 4,400 pound SUV from 0 to 60 in around 7 seconds. It has a top speed of 130 miles an hour. It also has a fuel capacity of 18.8 gallons. You'll expect to see around 19 miles per gallon in the city, 24 out on the highway. This also has a wheelbase of 114.2 inches. Its overall length is 196.1. It has a width of 77.8, a height of 68.9, and its ground clearance measures in at 8 inches. As we move on to the exterior styling now for this Palisade Calligraphy, let's start off with all the brushed accents that are located up front. So they surround the entire grille as well as all the trim accents located within it. There's a forward-facing camera that's nicely tucked away as well. And then there's also parking sensors up front and more of that brush trim in the lower section. I think it works very well, especially with the color of this vehicle. It's on the base of the hood there too. There's even a sensor located down below for the adaptive cruise and all of that tech. And of course, this has LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals. What's unique about all these housings is that in the lower section, that is actually the headlights and the high beams, with the DRL strip that is separated with some of the bodywork. So there's actually 3 individual housings for that DRL, and then the turn signal is up top, and it has a very similar design within that housing to match the grille pieces. So it just gives it that added touch to blend it in nicely. I think it works very, very well. And then as we work our way to the side, the Calligraphy has a set of 20-inch wheels with a multi-spoke design to them. And then take a look at these power folding side mirrors. They do have a camera underneath them and a unique design for the turn signal with 3 separate housings for that. So very nice to see that uniqueness for this. There's more brushed aluminum trim accents for the door handles as well as in the lower section. It's also surrounding the window trim and the roof racks up top. Now this does have a sunroof too. And then some very nice lines that run down the side. Very sleek as well, but there are some nice contoured lines in the lower section as well as right at that door handle and just above the rear view mirror, working its way all the way to the back. Now this does have a body colored spoiler as well as the third brake light, which actually runs the entire length of the spoiler, and there's also a camera. I'll show how to view that once we enter the inside. There's the wiper blade, all of the logos and badges, of course. This has a backup camera, all the sensors. There's even more brushed aluminum for that lower diffuser as well as the exhaust on that passenger side. And this can even tow right around 5,000 pounds, which is pretty impressive for this style of SUV. Now, before we work our way to the interior, this does have remote start. So let's lock it. We'll hold on this button and it will start right up. And the Calligraphy also gets Hyundai's Smart Park Assist. So I'm going to push on the one with the forwards arrow, and you can actually move this vehicle with outside. Now it will not turn, so it just goes straight forward and straight back. As soon as you release that button, the vehicle will stop. And of course you need to be within proximity, so I'm a few feet away. It's a really nice feature to use if you're in a parking situation where you can't even enter. Maybe the vehicles are too close to you. You can use that feature. Maybe you want to move it within your driveway, something like that. It's a pretty neat feature to have from Hyundai. So as we work our way to the interior now, you can use that button, of course, on the key fob or the one located on the liftgate itself. The Palisade is a 3-row SUV. So with the third row currently up, there's actually a good bit of space where you can place all of your items. There's even additional space underneath the floor. There's even an area where you could place the cover if you need to hide that out of the way. You have your spare toolkits, of course, so it's great to see that. There is a hook too, so that way you can keep that open. And then for all the seats in the back, one touch, we can push on the bottoms, and now we can fold down that third row. Headrests will fold down as well. Now you do have to have that seat all the way up, and in order to do that, let's just push on that button real quick. we can fold those out of the way and then continue folding down that third row. So if you do have that situation, you can quickly do that for the second row. Now the second row is also manual to put back up. However, the third row is automatic. So you can quickly push those buttons and it will raise back up. There is a button up top so you can close that power lift gate. And then let's work our way now to the back seating areas. So for the door panel, check out the really neat design that runs on the back insert. There's a really nice wood brush trim accent running just underneath the release handle. There is a sunshade, which is adjustable, of course. 2 cup holders, you have the window control, more trim, and then a little bit of storage down in the lower section of that door. Now, as we take a look at the seats now, I can lock that back up into place. So now we have the second row, but let's start off with the third row now. I can either push this button down below or the one by the headrest, and I can slide the seat forwards. So at 5'10", I can work my way into the back. Now there are 3 seats back here, surprisingly. It's a little bit tight for my height, but check this out. These are heated seats. You have a USB-C. You can even recline and bring the seats back up if you need to. There's room for drinks there. A little bit of space for my legs. And again, 5'10". I'm actually not touching the headliner. So I have about ½ an inch or so above my head. There are some vents up in the headliner too. And this is Alcantara. Very nice to see that for this car. We have the same adjustments over on this driver's side too. There's also a few tie down hooks too where you can secure items. But it's a little bit tight if there were 3 of me back here. 2 of me would work great. But if you have some smaller kids, you can have 3 people in the back, which is great to see and very functional for this. Now as we work our way to the captain's chairs now, they do move forwards and backwards, so the bar is up underneath to slide them. They do recline, of course, with that lever on the side. But I have plenty of space. There's storage nets. There's even USB-Cs behind both front seats there. We have heated and ventilated second row seating, some auxiliaries down below, all of your climate adjustments as well. And then there's even a net on the side, and we have the adjustable armrests. So you can use those as needed. And again, 5'10", I have a lot more space for the second row. And I can recline these all the way back to really just lounge out and be nice and comfortable. Now, I didn't mention earlier, there is a sunshade for the middle row seats. So we have the sunroof up top, and then you have that sunshade for your backseat passenger. So it's not one continuous moonroof, but it is nice to see that option as well. And as we take a look at the front seats now, the door panel is just like the rear. However, there's the addition of all the side mirror adjustments, window controls, memory seating controls, even more storage down below. And this even gets the Harman Kardon audio sound system. Now the front seats are just like the rears with all the black piping, very nice designs, but these are even massaging. So there's that function, and they are automatic, as you can see all of those controls. And then take a look at the steering wheel. Very nice two-tone design to it with more of the brushed aluminum accents. There's even paddle shifters too. And then we have some controls on this left side for your favorites, Bluetooth voice commands. There's mode, volume, and tuning. And then on the right side, there's the adaptive cruise with the distance pacing, lane keeping assist. And then we have a few controls for that digital gauge cluster. So let's fire this up. We can go over all of that information now. Where you'll notice on the left side, there's miles per hour. Right side is the tach. And then within the middle there, I can use this pages button to further go through this information. So there's drive information that you can look at, just depending on what you would like to see. There's also the compass. You have where the power is being sent for the all-wheel drive system, along with your TPMS. And then there's also the adaptive cruise, so you can monitor that. And with this Hyundai, you even get the camera system to pop up on both sides. So when you put on your turn signal, that really helps avoid any blind spots, both on your left and your right side, which is a great feature that really no other manufacturer is doing. So Hyundai is stepping up with some awesome tech like that. Now on this left side, there's a dimmer switch. There's also a tow mode for trailering. There's traction control, e-brake. You have the control for the lift gate, and then hopefully you can see a little bit of that purple there. There's interior ambient lighting running throughout this entire interior, which is a nice touch. And then for the massive infotainment system, we are on the calm screen right now. So it shows a little bit of the map, date and time, and audio. If I swipe over, there are a lot more icons to go through. We can pull the map up in full screen. You can go through your phone, pairing your phone to this system. This even has passenger talk. When you talk, it's going to be put through the speakers so your second and third row passengers can clearly hear you. You have your rear climate adjustments, and you have a lot more information that you can quickly go through. Now, over to the right side of that, check out the trim accents that go all the way to the door. Very beautiful to see, especially paired with the white leather underneath that. And then the climate vents go all the way to the passenger side. More of that lighting is just underneath that. And then that brings us back to the physical buttons for that screen up top. So if you don't want to use it as a touchscreen system, you can quickly get into all this info, even set up your favorites, so that way you can use that as needed. Now there's power and volume for the audio, tuning on that right side. And then all the climate adjustments are laid out very nicely. So there's the fan speed, you have the temperature dials, where you'd like the air to go, defrosters, and everything like that. And then you can even get into the rears, so that way you can quickly adjust those as needed. Underneath that, on this right side, there's the parking sensors, even a shortcut to the camera system, so you can pull that up. There's a top-down view, a backup camera on this left side, and you have a few different angles depending on what you'd like to see, including the surround view that you can look at. And you can swipe very quickly to check out visibility around you. Now there's also the engine start stop, downhill assist control, and then several different driving modes depending on how you need to drive this. So in the gauge cluster, it will pop up. So there's snow, eco, comfort, sport, and a smart mode. And then this even has a center locking differential. So if you have to take this off the pavement for whatever reason, that will give you some more grip in those situations. There's the auto hold, and then this is the gear selector. So with my foot on the brake, we can put it into reverse, backup camera will appear. If I put it into drive, now we have the forward facing camera, and then park is located on the left. Now this has heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel as well. And then take a look at the room right in the middle. There's a wireless charger with another auxiliary. And then if you need even more space, simply just hide the cup holders out of the way. Now you can put in some larger items. When you have a drink, you can just push on these and voila, they are there. You can also hide all of that away and then push on that and open it back up. There's a good amount of space in the center armrest there with some more auxiliaries, and then plenty more in the glove box there. And then up top, there's all the controls for the sunshades and sunroof. There's dome lights too. There's even a rear view mirror to give you a wide angle view into the second and third row. And of course you can use the normal rear view mirror, but you can also flip that up to give you that camera system that I mentioned earlier that's at the back of the vehicle. So that gives you a lot more visibility, so you can see past all of your passengers. And then if you want to take a look at them, you have the dual purpose with the mirror and the camera system, which is awesome to see. And as far as visibility goes, it's extremely easy to see around this entire vehicle, even with its length. I wouldn't consider it a full-size 3-row, even though it has all the space, but it's a much shorter vehicle where you can easily see all around. As we set off now behind the wheel for the all-new Palisade, this is a really cool SUV to check out. And what I love about this is its price point. At $53,000 for the fully loaded Palisade, you get a vehicle that can compete with other brands that are a lot more expensive than this. For this Palisade, you get everything that I've gone over, all of the standard safety features, all of the technology. This really gives you a great blend of extra bells and whistles without having that added price. So 53 grand is just above, right close to the average price of a brand new vehicle today. And for the money, honestly, you are getting a lot. You are also getting an SUV that can tow a little bit. So if you need the practicality of towing small trailers, something like that, maybe a smaller boat, anything of that size, you can do it with this. You can haul a lot of people. This is something that you can drive every day and you are going to be incredibly comfortable, including having the massaging seats on, which I have on at the moment. So you can be equally as comfortable and relaxed, especially if you're going on longer trips. Let's put it into sport mode though and give it some gas. And we got a good get up and go for this model. And in sport mode, second gear, here we go. And mild acceleration, we are up to speed. Now there is a difference, of course, with the driving mode. So you can go into comfort or eco. It's mainly just going to modulate your throttle response. So sport mode, you get a little bit of extra pep. And then in eco mode, it's going to limit that throttle response just slightly to, of course, help save on your MPG. Doing a UE there also has a pretty tight turning radius, which is great to see, especially for its size. Now, it's not a large 3-row SUV. I wouldn't say it's quite a full size, but it does give you an adequate amount of space, and it is nice that it offers that with a smaller footprint. So this is going to be easier to park and just drive in general because it's not quite that large, but it gives you a lot of interior space, which is nice. Seating position is also very comfortable. I really like the massaging seat function. I think that should be in a lot of vehicles, but for this price point, you even get it in this, which again is awesome to see. And especially being, I would say this is a lot more family friendly with that cabin talk that you have. You have the mirror up top so you can keep an eye on everyone in the back and do it safely as well with all of this tech. So it's really nice blend. Everything is also easy to use. It's all laid out incredibly well. So with the others that I've driven in the past, I really don't have any complaints with how everything is laid out. It's super simple yet effective, and it gives you all of that tech that you are looking for. So that is the 2024 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy. Once again, huge shout out to Keffer Hyundai for providing this SUV for me today. Check out their website, give this video a huge thumbs up, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.